Hello, everyone. Welcome to Benzine's Agile Learning Series. And while we are sharing a lot of good content onto Agileists who can benefit from different concepts, today we are going to talk about how to unlock business agility. You might have already learned or experienced on individual or a team level agility or product level agility. But when we talk about bringing agility at the level of business, the game changes completely. So let's learn how to unlock business agility in your organization. I'll take you forward. This is the golden ratio that can help you into understanding that this is this is not something which can be very linear. To pursue business agility, there is a lot of front and back that you need to do. But when we get chance to transform our clients, customers, those who are interested into driving this change to the utmost level, that is the level of organization or business, then following has really helped us. So let's start with this. Step number one. It's important for us to know that when we are bringing this change, uh, we cannot boil the ocean. It has to start with a small group. And that group, which is also going through a critical problem, at the same time, we could be confident enough to create success story. So what we do here is we work together with the customers and identify what are those teams with which we can do pilot, and we try to imbibe as many practices or traits or frameworks or process, keeping it lightweight also at the same time, so that it can be purposeful for the team and team can start enjoying, experiencing those agility traits which can help them into achieving their end goals. At the same time, they can become self-organizing, self-managing, and highly performing along with the new challenges what they are facing. They can also handle them without any much of the support. So this is the first step that we want to bring in. As we identify that, okay, this is the target team and we have to work with them, first step what we take is we conduct workshops. Workshops, again, understand, if you participate in an 8 hour or a 16-hour workshop, it will not make you start uh, thinking in the way of agile. It is just a sensitization session to get your mindset in way of agile. You need to experience it, you need to practice it, and at the same time it also includes you to fail faster, and it's okay not to get affected too much, because this is by design needed for all of us to continuously inspect and adapt and experiment, so that we can reach at a state where we learn how to respond over react, we learn how to embrace changes. So when we do these workshops based on our understanding of the target team onto the various topic which can help them in agility, maybe related to the practices in Kanban or Lean or Scrum or extreme programming, doesn't matter, but certain practices which can help them into overcoming their current problems will be helpful. Next step for us is to define this process framework which is meaningful to the team. Many times when we go and ask team, are you agile? And, and for them to be agile is practicing certain frameworks like Scrum and following its rules. And they are not even aware about it's all being the better version. It's about respecting the aspects like fail faster, continuous delivery, responding to change, working together, also not knowing everything upfront, just enough mindset, seeking feedback all the time. So when we identify what is needed, we design a framework for them. For the teams like BAU, Kanban could be very helpful. For the teams which has frequent releases, then extreme programming practices can be very helpful. So all those things we talk about here, we create a framework for them. Once the framework is identified, it's time for us to focus on stabilizing those teams that we have started with. Once the team gets stabilized, it means you can start seeing the majority of the team. We can see that they can deliver against what they plan. At the same time, it's not just the work to be finished, it's about value delivery. They also start participating into the deeper conversation to understand who is the end user, why are we doing what we are doing, the benefits of the business, respecting the time criticality. At the same time, are we reducing the risk? And also we are creating the platform which is stable and scalable. So that's the moment when we start seeing that, yes, the team has got a trait of doing great, and now they are stepping towards being agile also. It's time for us to just observe that it starts getting cross-pollinated. More and more teams start coming up. They also want to be the part of this journey. They also want to simplify the way how they are doing things. And that's when we start scaling. That's when we start onboarding more teams. That point of time, we may also start visualizing that certain groups working together, let's say in SAFe, they call it as release trains. Likewise, we can find out that what are those groups which are working together, and can we bring the change at the level of program. And also, when we talk about program, there are different aspects how the companies run. Sometimes the programs are of very big in size, and there are some companies where they also have the fixed cadences in which they want to release to the market. So we try to bring changes, certain cadence and synchronization at the level of this group of teams, and we start seeing the benefits out there. Uh, Next step for us is portfolio agility. Portfolio contains a lot of products, a lot of projects, a lot of programs who are collaborating together. It's like interdepartment as well. So at that point of time, to bring the change, it's not easy. So what we do is at the level of individual production programs, at least we try to bring agility. And now it's time for us to bring certain avenues where inter-program conversations are happening, and people are also focused more on to getting aligned with the portfolio level goals. Portfolio level goals are very much inspired by the organization goals. And we want that even to the level of the team, everybody is related, everybody's understanding how these all are connected. So portfolio agility once happens, it's time for us to start seeing that, yes, in pockets, things are going pretty well. And now it's time for us to make sure that we imbibe change even at the level of entire organization. Now you might be thinking that, hey, why are we starting from small? Why it should not be top down? Of course, whenever you start changes or start this initiative, even from the first step, it's always a buy-in from the leadership that we want to get first. And they also want to see that how is it fitting in their environment. You just cannot put the same model everywhere. You have to make sure the model also adjusts to the current company's culture and goals and their way of working. So idea for us is to continuously make sure that from the top, there is an excitement, there's a curiosity of how things are happening at the level of teams. At the same time, when we start bringing change at the level of team and start rolling up changes, then we figure out that, yes, this change is getting propagated, it's getting accepted in the masses. And then when you start bringing or shifting certain mechanics in the organization, then you start seeing that companies are moving faster. They are also proactive. They are also responsive. They are not reactive anymore. They are well aware that they cannot be playing safe all the time. They want to be safe. They want to be secure. And for that, they need to have a trait of continuous experimentation. So that's how the fabric of the organization can also change. So again, when we talk about business agility, it has to start from somewhere. Trying to bring the change completely at the org level, and then thinking of driving the change at the level of the individual teams, that we feel at times is too much to do, which can blast entire stability of the org as well. So we start onboarding people from the top, but at the same time, we be mindful that we want to bring pockets of changes from the bottom to top. And even though when we are doing at the level of team, we want to make sure that they get empowerment, they get that kind of support from the leaders, which they may initially feel that, Anuj, we can change, but how about the resistance, or how about the mindset of those people who are managers, who are not letting us do the way how we in Agile are expected to do as a self-organizing. So it's very important that we orchestrate this journey very well. And of course, it's not happening by just few trainings. It takes a couple of months and years, actually. Even talking about a couple of months is too ambitious. So it may take a couple of years, but the organizations who have already started understanding the value of business agility or org agility, they are mindful that, be it a couple of years journey, we do not want to miss any chance. We want to keep walking starting now. We want to make sure that over the course of time, we need to have a fast fabric. We need to bring in culture throughout where everybody is growth focused, where we understand our customer, our consumer, at the same time, business viability, and we keep on upskilling ourselves so that we have that feasibility aspect of delivering any kind of solution that is needed, which can keep us relevant in the market. Thank you so much.